Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be installing my navigation radio in the truck, and probably going to just get this video out there. Not gonna go crazy on it and try to take forever. Just want to get it installed because it's actually pretty straightforward, but I'll update you on the way. And so gonna unbox everything out here, lay everything out, and I guess we'll go over what is included in this kit, and then I'll put a link for everything in the description. So let's go ahead and unbox all this. So here we have everything that comes in the kit here, and this is everything for, I believe, 13 through 18 trucks, but don't quote me on that. And here we have, this is just telling you, hey, we'll buy your old radio back, and it has, your order number on the back of it. And so they actually want $50 for my old radio, which I might as well just keep it because, that's nothing to me. For a radio that probably costs, you get $100, $200, $300 from factory, whereas this one is way more expensive. But have your little, one of the controllers. I think this is for the HVAC. And then inside here we have another unit. So this should be the relay, if I remember correctly. So relays inside there, which we actually have to swap that out for the original relay in the truck. Your two wiring harnesses, your new bezel to fit your new radio in there, and then this is the Ra4 Navigation Radio. And this is actually not brand new, but it's been refurbished, and they guarantee it to work. So I think OEM is like $1,800, $1,900, and this whole kit ran me right at, I think it was $1,500 to my front door. So shipping, tax, everything included, $1,500. So actually not that bad, especially for a complete kit that is supposed to plug in, and I can use all of my HVAC off of the radio itself, versus the Tradesman's right now. You have to have, if you do a different kit, you have to have like the little turn knob for like the radio controls, stuff like that. This works everything off of these. So as you can see, this is like the endless. So, and this kit only works with the HD trucks with the four HVAC or the 4 fan speeds. It does not work with the one with the 7 fan speeds. So that is a different part number, different kit completely. And this is just for the HD trucks, like I said. So if you want this exact kit, I'll put the link in the description below. And it's actually pretty straightforward, honestly. You got some plugs, unplug some stuff, put it back together. So I know I have to pull the radio bezel out, swap out my little cluster right here, and then I have to pull off my passenger side panel to plug a few wires in. But we'll update you as we go along. So this video shouldn't be honestly too long. Alrighty, it's been a few minutes and got the dash disassembled. Not too big of a deal. 220 millimeter or 220 two T20. I'm getting tongue tied. I'm always getting tongue tied on camera, but 2 T20 bits in the top there. Pull the bezel out, disconnect the wires, take the radio out, disconnect all the plugs. No big deal there. I actually ran my bass knob in my truck, and as you can see, it's tucked up right there, so I can, use it while I drive. But we're gonna go in here and show you the old radio versus the new radio size, and also getting ready to take out all these screws to put the new bezel in. So let me get it turned around here. So as you can see, here is the old bezel, and we're just basically replacing this little piece right here. But you have the four right here, and then your climate control. If they stop at a certain point, it stops. The same thing with this over here. As versus this, you have endless on both. So here's your climate. So that's nice. Only thing is your climate, your seating and stuff is no longer on this, so you'll have to adjust it on the screen. It does have looks like some vents. The venting is still on there, but As for the location, you know, that's through the radio itself. And then here is the radio itself. So this radio is literally the exact same size, but you don't have all these buttons and knobs and stuff on it. So gonna be a really nice upgrade. And then as for this, they said that there's only 13 screws to come out of the back of this. So there's 13 screws all around here that come out. This pops out, that one goes in, screws go back in, and then we're probably gonna run our wiring and put the radio back in. So let's get these screws popped out here and get the new bezel on. Alrighty, there is the 13 screws you gotta take out. Old bezel's out, and we're gonna swap to the new one. Here we go. Now for these, I'm gonna start all of these with a hand screwdriver, just so I don't mess up the threads and the plastic inside here, because this is all plastic, and I don't wanna strip anything out. I like my stuff to be nice. So as long as you take your time doing stuff, usually you can't break it. Or, I mean, you still can't break it, but just take your time and it usually won't break. Just be careful. Easier said than done. Scratch that. I'm going to go through all of these and do them by hand because I really don't want to break this. And they're not really wanting to go in too well. Alrighty, we are completely reassembled. I gotta put my little top piece back in here, which is no big deal, just snaps right in. And then we can get to installing our wiring. So we retained all of our auxiliary switches, so that all worked good with our rock lights and our subwoofer power wire, or sorry, our trigger wire for our subwoofers. But it doesn't look too much different. I mean, just a little bit here, and it moved my did it? Oh, it's not. I thought it moved my hazard signal down. I thought it was up here. I'm thinking of the Chrysler. But so it actually looks fairly similar, but going to be way nicer when we put the navigation radio in there. So I'm going to get to running this wiring, and we'll catch up to you in a little bit. There's actually a video that shows you how to run all this wiring, and I'll put it up here in the top so you can watch that. And they're actually the company that I actually got this from, so they do a much better job of explaining it. But if you're interested, go ahead and go subscribe to them and watch that video. And yeah, we'll catch up to you in a little bit. Alrighty, spent a little bit of time getting this wiring all cleaned up. Still got to do a little bit of zip tying, but I already got a bloody knuckles, so it's been a good day so far. But I think the worst part of all this is just getting to this relay. Let's see if I can see it even. There's a relay right here. They can take out the old one. Here's the old one. And it's so difficult getting to these Phillips head screws because there's not a lot of room back in there, but got it taken care of. Got the wiring ran over here, my little module up in here. Everything snapped back in place. We got the wires ran, the little spot right there, down there, and we're actually ready to put this bezel back in and plug everything in and see how it works. So we're going to go ahead and put it back in and see the radio. Alrighty, spent a little bit of time cleaning up the wiring inside, and as you can see, we are completely installed. Truck is absolutely just filthy. Got dirt and grass on the floor here. You can't really sweep it out, but all of our wiring is up out of the way. But it's just like factory. Everything works as it should. This folds down, don't have a wire in there anymore. Shuts, panels all are on. Weather stripping is back on. Let's go around this side. and I've already been playing with this radio a little bit, and it's absolutely amazing. So let's get inside here. And as you can see, much larger than the factory. Put our key in here. So it'll start up just like the old radio. You can either hit the accept button or just wait for it to go to the next screen. And there you go. So much larger than the original. Let me shut my door here so you can hear me a little better. But volume control works, and I still have my radio controls for the back of the steering wheel whenever I go to the dealership to put a leather steering wheel on here. I don't want to mess up the clock spring, so I'm going to not do this myself, honestly. But I also don't want to deal with the airbag or anything like that. Just, I don't want to risk it. But mostly the clock spring. But the radio controls in the back here are supposed to work whenever you do this wiring harness and whenever I get this installed. So that should all work perfectly fine. But I mean, what can I say? I mean, radio. So we go to the radio here. I still got to program all my stations, but everything works. Sounds really good. Media sounds good. You can go through here. Versus, unlike the old one, you couldn't do this, but you can go through here and browse everything. So I have, let's see, how many songs? 246 songs on my phone. Shows you the temperature outside, the time. There's a bunch of features that I don't know yet, but your climate control, see everything works here. You can go into here, go to climate on the radio, and you can see we can turn it up. You can hear it. We can turn it down. We can just go straight off, on. We can change the where it's located, the heat, the AC. When you press the AC buttons up here, the lights you see turn on down there. Turn those off. So everything works as it should, and I'm actually very pleased. Navigation radio. Haven't driven yet, so doesn't know where I'm at, honestly, but I'll drive it a couple miles today and get it to program itself. But got the phone here, so you can go through here, you can dial people if you want to. It's very responsive, honestly, so I highly recommend this upgrade. I mean, it's completely worth it. It looks just like factory. Let's turn my climate off here, but I mean, I love it. And I've only had it for a few minutes, but subwoofer sounds amazing. So let's do this. I'll turn this up a little bit here. And where I have it located is very easy to get to. So just right here, little turn dial, and then I have it set so I can just hit the button, turn it off, and anybody can drive it, and they won't have that. You have a little icon up here for the map. So overall, I'm very pleased. So if you want to have the radio just like this and you have an HD truck, just go ahead and follow the link in the description below, as well as the card up here. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll be out at UCC next. So come see me there. Truck should be in the show and shine. Only thing I have to do left is put my grill in, which I'm still waiting on a few pieces for that, which, you know, Knockout Customs Cameron over there is taking care of me. So we'll get that installed, but don't forget to subscribe and like the video and follow my Instagram, and we'll see you in the next one.